Welcome to Politics NY with Sky. Schneps Media is asking each candidate running for New York City office this year 3 questions in 3 minutes. And I'm thrilled to be with Kathryn Garcia. She's running for New York City Mayor. She was the former Sanitation Commissioner of New York City. So let's get to know her a little bit. Welcome to Politics NY with Sky, Kathryn.
Oh, I'm thrilled to be here, Sky.
So tell us a little bit about your background for people who don't know you.
Oh, so, I'm a lifelong New Yorker. I've been ruined for any other city. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, and I today only live 2 blocks away from my mom, which is actually usually always a great thing. We have funny conversations like, please don't shovel your own snow. You're 81. Please, I will come and do it. But she's very independent, so you can't tell her much of of how to run her life. But I come from a really big family, and as my daughter likes to say, it's ride or die. We're super close.
Yeah, it's really nice. And again, I love hearing these personal details about you because a lot of times this mayoral race is super contentious and there's a ton of hardball policy questions. But here on Schneps Media's 3 questions in 3 minutes, we're getting to know the personal side of you. So it is a competitive race. So maybe tell us what makes you stand out. I know you're a woman in the race and you have an experience working in city government. So tell us what else makes you the best candidate in this race.
Oh yeah, no, so it would be nice to break that 400-year-old glass ceiling. And I've been a public servant, not a politician. I like to get the work done. I like to roll up my sleeves and make it happen for New York City residents. That's the fun for me. It might make me a little bit, I don't know, geeky or something, but I know that this recovery is gonna take real work. And I've been called on to do that sort of work over the last 14 years in city government. I'm the one who picked up your garbage and plowed your snow and made sure you had clean drinking water. And during COVID, delivered over 1 million meals a day to people who were sick or who were homebound. Uh, you never know in the city of New York what is going to come at you, and you got to have the skills to really be able to rock and roll.
What about even getting into sanitation as a career as a woman? What was that like? And what inspired you to get into that?
Oh, all of these sort of critical services that New Yorkers expect and should expect are really fun. They're tricky problems to work out. How are you going to pick up 10 tons of garbage a day? Or how are you going to deliver 1 billion gallons of drinking water a day? These are fascinating to me to think about how to do it, how you build that team. And I actually interned at the Department of Sanitation right out of college and got a little bit hooked on the environment and on making it happen for New Yorkers.
Now, about the race specifically, what do you think would be your biggest challenge in winning this mayoral election?
Oh, well, it is making sure that voters know who I am. The message resonates. I know that the message resonates. Voters really want someone who just executes and who's just going to work hard for them and make it happen. And I'm excited to do that work. The real challenge is we have some, shall we say, super PACs that have entered the race, which will be very competitive. I don't have a super PAC. My dad, I sent him a note saying, "Where's my super PAC?" He's like, "Yeah, not happening. Sorry, love you. Like to be able to also give you my unsolicited advice about your race. So not happening. It's not the world I live in. And so, running as a non-politician means that, I have a different road than others in this race, but I'm excited about it. I think it's what New Yorkers want right now.
Hmm. And do you think your background as a sanitation commissioner is something that people could think of as a strong suit? Because I know a lot of New Yorkers, their number one concern is about the cleanliness of our streets and the way that we do things, like you were explaining the process and getting clean water and things like that.
I do think that New Yorkers are very open to our campaign. We continue to see it. We're running a real grassroots campaign. This is not something coming out of corporate America, and this is what they want. They want their kids to go to school. They want their streets to be clean. They want their clean water. They want to feel safe on the streets. Just the basics getting done right is absolutely critical.
Now, Kathryn, tell us something fun about yourself that maybe people don't know about you.
Oh, something fun about myself. I do occasionally like to paint, um, though I'm not very good. So you will never see my paintings hanging in a gallery. But I find it very soothing. I've occasionally attempted to do like things at Coney Island, like the slingshot, but I've sworn that off after the amount of motion sickness that that occurred. But I'm game for anything.
Okay, well, nice to get to know you as part of Schneps Media's 3 questions in 3 minutes, although we did a little more than that. And I'm Spy with Politics NY.